The closing argument. Finally up to this. Well, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse with a duffel bag and the tracksuit. There's something everyone has that you need to get into the locker rooms. The e-Handbook. So, Chihiro passed it on, right? Which locker room did Chihiro go into? Oh, okay. It has to be the men's locker room, but I don't find any indication of that here. Man, this is... Oh, okay, here it is. And so, then it should be this one. Gets there with the murderer. Chihiro's there. The weapon the killer used was the dumbbell, but is there anything? Yes. And that happened, so as the murder took place, some blood splattered onto the poster. And then it was done. So, switched around the carpet as well as something else, which was the poster again. Which locker room did the killer move to? The girls' locker room. Oh, here's the in thing, but there's also that. The killer took something from the other locker room and switched it to the scene of the crime. Oh, the poster, of course. Put it in there. All the way over here. You know what? I'm actually thinking that this one over here, all the way back here, it's not this. It must actually have been this. Okay. I'm sorry if you can actually hear the train. Okay, all that happened, moved it away, and then Byakuya came. What was it that Byakuya brought to the murder scene? It can only have been this. When Byakuya arrived on the scene, what did he use to disguise what had happened? The blood, he did this, bloodlust. Where did the killer go after they were done? They went to the sauna. And when the handbook got thrown into the sauna room, what happened to it? It stopped working. I think that's how we should be able to do it. Let's reenact.
The killer is you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct?
Indeed.
At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
Indeed. Blue tracksuit. Pointed to it even.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
It was now officially nighttime.
Specifically, the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who is apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Oh, really? Okay, we got hit. And the one that had the mistake was that because it has to be this one. Oh, jeez. Okay, Trina.
Here is you! She made her way, but how could the victim?
Ah, jeez, we were right the first time.
Simple.
That is a thing that always happens to me. I tend to have the right one, then I change it.
Handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room.
Yup.
Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Indeed.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro,
And did it. Indeed.
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Yep, that's where. It's so unbelievably easy to damage the human body
It was likely in the heat of the
with
moment,
things that we just think that are not gonna harm us, with things that we think that are just part of our everyday lives. It's just so easy.
which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room.
Indeed.
A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course.
But those were on the hall.
But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Exactly.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks have been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Easy as pie. And after switching all up,
Exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work.
they switched up everything. They made it us all think that Chihiro was a girl.
Changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and
Darn
decided
Byakuya.
to intervene in the situation.
This section of the game, these sections of the games are always very long.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
Indeed. Disguising the crime scene again to put the blame on
Used the cord to straight
Jack.
up Chihiro's lifeless
Genocide
body.
Jack. Now known as Genocide Jill. Jolly. Oh goody.
Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Then comes the sauna
Around
part.
the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of
Ow.
Chihiro's bag
That was my
and
knee,
belongings,
if you could hear
arrived at
that.
the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
Indeed.
And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget.
Indeed. And so it was all done.
The killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna.
And that somehow,
And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook.
isn't that right?
And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Orada?
It pains me, but that is the truth.
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence?
Taka, I'm sorry, but
Evidence. You need proof.
I think we just proved it.
Any proof? You can't pin any of this on him.
Taka, please, just listen. Yes. I'm sorry. Yep. Oh, okay, even more so, absolutely. Fever time and nega time. If you press the R1 button, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push X square, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to the special time, right? So we've also prepared something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates Nega Time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate Fever Time at this point... No, never mind, I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use Nega Time. Well then, good luck and have fun. This is important because we need to keep the rhythm now. I need to listen. Taka,
Show me
please.
some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen.
Oh gosh.
Refuse you. False.
It's not false, I'm sorry.
Show me some evidence.
I am not using that until I see Negatime used against me.
I refuse to vote. Show me some
Except,
evidence. You're wrong.
I think I can...
Listen.
Oh gosh, I lost my combo.
Show me some evidence.
Oh jeez.
You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refuse you.
Oh no.
False. You're corrupt.
I'm not corrupt.
Show me some evidence.
Okay, there you go.
Show me some evidence.
The broken handbook.
Should prove it.
Come on, Taka, you know it just as well as we do. Unfortunately, all we have to do is ask Mondo to
Mondo
tell
must
us
have replaced his broken handbook
whose handbook
with
is the one that he has on him.
In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now.
Indeed.
Once we do that,
Indeed.
We don't gotta do that.
Of course we don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Because he was already admitting it. We did it! We finished the trial. I did have a mistake, but I don't think that's going to repercute all that badly. We still got an A. We got 106 mono coins. Could have gotten 110, I think. Max.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing
What
all
he's
that, I
saying
gotta
is
just
that he did it.
give up.
There's
Go
nothing else
ahead,
to it.
Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn.
No, I want to know why you did it.
Wait, hold on.
Taka
No,
also
hold on.
deserves an explanation, I think.
Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and
Give it a
give
jank.
kick.
Tell everyone else who you distrust.
This time
Who
around.
is the murderer?
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Unfortunately, I think we all know the answer to that. And of course, it was Mondo. Mondo was voted guilty.
Uh-oh! This time it looks like you got it right again! Yes, it is so. The blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Wada!
But why?
Unbelievable.
Not unanimous, Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. Indeed.
You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
Taka, you're biased? You're biased.
Sorry.
What is this?
He's apologizing because he failed you. Exactly. I think we all deserve an explanation, Mondo.
Now then,
Why did you do it? Oh,
actually,
it's a sad story of two men.
Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the circle button to fast forward the text.
Screw you, Monokuma, I want to hear it. I want to know why.
There was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out.
Ugh.
But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, The inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out.
Of course not.
As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger.
And he was only able to think about that weakness
Weak,
all the
weak,
time.
Weak, weak, weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept his fate. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets! Which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy. And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was willing to talk about it later. After he did something to get stronger. Stronger for himself.
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right. I want to change.
Oh, Chihiro. He was going to get better. He had all the intentions.
With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved, and so... That day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Indeed it was.
Yup, it sure was! The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to.
Oh no. Mondo, why did you do it? Why did you betray Chihiro? He trusted you.
That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
correct.
Indeed. He switched the scenes just to let Chihiro die a girl. Indeed. That should be it, isn't it, Mondo? No, I don't think so.
Certainly.
Exactly. It ended up being that, but the main reason was the promise between men.
But...
Well, no one knew he was a boy, right? Everyone would have thought and known that... Exactly. That she got into the boys' locker room somehow. But that didn't happen. At least not right away. Yep, that's right. Why, Mondo? Why would you kill Chihiro? Taka, calm yourself, please. This is hard for everyone.
I knew it.
Your secret. Monokuma was successful.
What is
Darn
this?
it. You can't judge others from your own values.
Myself.
Yes. Why must you be right, Byakuya? I mean, in life that is completely true.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother.
Danganronpa.